I was enjoying some banana on the cob and scrolling through TikTok when I saw someone playing this Mario Kart in real life game. So I took my friend's credit card and ordered it. But when it came in the mail and I actually got to open it up and play it, the game was about as fun as listening to Ed Sheeran out of your own free will. So not fun at all. But you know what? It was okay, because I bought it for the only purpose of seeing if I could take it through a drive-thru and ordering something. So I strapped my credit card to it and a walkie-talkie so that I can order through the microphone. And I taped it to Luigi really good and then drove all the way over to Popeyes. And it was time to release Luigi and see if I could successfully order a fry. I set everything up, and then just like that, the little Italian was off. But as he drove up to the microphone, I didn't think they could see him, so at first I did some donuts to get their attention. And then as I was spinning him around, they were like... And I was about to tell them my order when I saw there was a car coming into the drive-thru. I panicked and grabbed my Switch to try and drive away, but it said it was disconnected, so I ran over to the drive-thru, and our favorite plumber Luigi was killed by a Mitsubishi. Anyways, the funeral is on Monday. Please comment your condolences if you would like to attend. So I bought this busted robot vacuum off of Wish, and it hardly works, like, at all. But I felt bad that it's trapped in my house all day and has to eat these nuts off the floor. Has to eat both of these nuts. Anyways, I was always wondering what would happen if I just set it loose in the street. So I took it outside and set it free by bringing it outside and walking it. And I got a few weird looks from people, but they weren't walking their vacuum pets, which makes them look like the idiots. Anyways, I was following it, and I noticed it was actually leading me to this warehouse. And I was really scared to go in, but Bofa brought me here, so I opened this huge door, which led me down a weird hallway. And that's when I realized little Bofa had taken me to the NASA headquarters, because I was hearing some weird, strange song playing. And water began to pour in, and I started panicking as it started to fill up. And that's when I heard a voice on the intercom say, "What do you feel like?" And that's when it clicked and I said, "An astronaut in the ocean." And that is how I was selected to become the first TikToker chosen by NASA to go to space. I was making sushi with raw chicken instead of raw fish, but I accidentally dropped it on the floor. And when I bent over to pick it up, I saw my legs and wondered if I could wax them so they would feel like 2 slippery hot dogs. So I canceled my chicken sushi, and once I was done cleaning it all up, I went to my garage to find a bottle of Gorilla Glue to wax my legs. But here's the big old catch. I can't make a single noise waxing my legs, because if I wake up my dog, she will literally pee herself in the beanbag chair. So with that in mind, I grabbed some plastic wrap and put the glue on it and made a little waxing strip. Then I knelt down and put the strip on slowly, and at first I was like, this isn't too bad. It just kind of feels kind of numb. And then it started burning, and I realized I had to do it now, so I ripped it off, and it didn't get the wax off! I panicked and I tried to wipe it off, but it just shredded the paper towel and got even stickier. And also my dog woke up and peed herself. But at least the sushi was kind of fire. My dearest Mima once told me, the circle of life is everywhere. That's why today I'm using her ashes to season my baked salmon for supper. I get all my seafood fresh from the sewer drain behind my local prison, because my uncle taught me when I was a young boy that if you take headphones with a phone attached playing Ed Sheeran and leave them by a sewer drain overnight, the fish in the sewers will sewer-side. And when you check back the next day, you'll have plenty of fish ready for the lunch. Now, I'm not using any seasoning other than Mima herself, because I'm half white and my Mima told me that seasoning is the devil. Plus, the fish is already marinated in toxic chemicals to give it a little bit of a kick from the sewer runoff. I throw it in the oven at 400 degrees, and once it's done and I take it out, I finish it with a few more ashes. And then I finally take my first bite. So it looks like I have Mima stuck in my throat from the dryness, so instead of her ashes getting spread at Disneyland, they're getting spread in this toilet. Bye, Mima! I haven't been posting on TikTok because I got a stalker that's been DMing me saying he's gonna come to my house and that he knows my address. And I didn't know what to do, so I packed my bags and I ran away to Florida to try and hide. When I finally got there, I went to the pool to relax when I saw someone staring at me from a distance covered in like smoke or something. I was kind of scared, but I followed them out of the pool and I barely got out because I have no upper body strength. Anyways, I followed his footsteps to the beach and they led me to this fenced off area, but I went in anyways and I followed the trail of smoke coming from him, which brought me to this weird abandoned building which had a really strong smell of like skunk or something coming from it. I was still curious, so I stuck inside and it was completely dark. So I turned on my flash and there was Jacob Sartorius! I screamed out, "What do you want from me?" And that's when he asked if I wanted to do some lettuce with him. And you know what I said? Yes! And we made a delicious salad together, just me and Jacob Sartorius, 2 dudes tossing salad in the kitchen. Today, I ate 23 gummy vitamins, and I got the brilliant idea to go buy an ostrich so I can recreate that scene from the movie Rango, where they ride the ostriches into the sunset. But then I was wondering to myself, are ostriches even legal? And I looked it up, and yeah, you can literally own an ostrich in California. So I started calling places asking for ostriches.
How may I help you?
If I gave you a half-used Starbucks gift card, could I buy an emu with it?
No, you cannot.
Anyways, I finally found a place 3 hours away called Ostrich Land, and I went on a little road trip. Now, as I was traveling to Ostrich Land, I thought about all the pets I've had so far, such as my crusty-eyed white dog, the grocery store crab that I ended up releasing into the ocean, / accidentally sacrificing when the wave came and killed it, and my praying mantis that I fed cockroaches to every single night. Anyways, we finally arrived at Ostrich Land, and it turned out the ostriches are 7 feet tall! I thought ostriches were like chicken size! Crap, we're out of time on TikTok, but if you want to see me vlog my ostrich purchase, the link to the YouTube video is in my bio. I recently turned 21, and I realized I've never been D-word before, and now I finally can! Please ignore the fact that this is my license picture. Anyways, I was ready to drink some go-go juice. I'm not talking about these, although they are very fire. And I wanted to drink my first, legal drink at the one-of-a-kind special Taco Bell in Las Vegas that you can get married at or get Baja Blast margaritas with a Lucifer's Jucifer in it. So I packed my bags and I flew to Las Vegas. I was walking around looking for it and I saw the Statue of Liberty. But then it started getting dark and I was getting really tired until I found the Taco Bell. The screen asked if I was 21 and then it asked what kind of Alka Bryce Hall I wanted in my Baja Blast. And then they started making it. And here she was, a foot-long Baja Blast sending me straight to hell, mama. I drank about a half of it and I was running around screaming. Anyways, I finally made it back to the hotel and decided to take a jacuzzi bath. And while I was in that jacuzzi, I took some scandalous pictures. So if you want to go check them out, my Instagram is benoftheweek. Today I walked to Starbucks to get the brand new Ariana Grande drink, because the Travis Scott meal sucked fat butthole. So I'm curious to see what Ariana drinks. I finally got there, and when I ordered, I said, I'd like the Grande, please. And they were like, the Grande what? And I said, the Grande. And they were like, the Grande what? And then I said, the Ariana Grande. And then they said, okay, that'll be $69.69. And I was shocked at how expensive it was, but I paid. And they brought my drink out, and I waited until I was home to drink it. And when I was finally ready, I uncovered my eyes to look at it, and it was just a Grande cup with a bug in it. And I screamed out of horror, and I grabbed the cup, and I ran to the street to dispose of it, and I winded up my throat, and I watched as it flew through the air, and then came crashing down, and I watched as the Ariana Grande drink bled across the pavement with the bug's life flashing before its eyes. So overall, I would rate the Ariana Grande drink at Starbucks a 3 out of 10. I accidentally swallowed the bug, and it started feasting on my internal organs. I was sitting in a prison cell making some scrumptious bean soup with my toilet water, because 2 weeks ago I really had to pee, but I was walking home from Taco Bell. My house was 30 minutes away. So I stumbled into what I thought was a park with a bunch of pretty stone blocks organized in rows like Minecraft. But it turned out I made lemonade on Michael Jackson's grave. And the groundskeepers saw me and told me they were gonna sue me. And I told them, I don't know anyone named Sue. And I walked away. But then they forced me to go to court. And when I got to the stand to testify, they said I was gonna get something called a felony. And I said, that's baloney. And then I pulled out my iPad and showed them my Notes app apology because I'm a TikToker and I'm new to LA and I'm working to become a better person. But then they threw me in prison regardless. So if anyone wants a nice cup of bean water soup, please mail me a Nintendo Switch so I can check on my villagers because I miss them very so much and dearly. Please, I'm so bored and lonely. I love ripping hairs off my lice-infested head and burning them over top of a Bath & Body Works candle because I'm so bored from quarantine because unlike some people, cough cough, no literally, cough cough, I haven't been going to social gatherings and I've been staying home lighting random things on fire to pass the time. But anyways, I looked down and realized the 2.5 muscles I used to have are all gone and now my pants are even tighter and that is so completely normal and all right. Did you think I was gonna get mad at myself? This year is such an L that the alphabet ends after L. There's no MNOP. Anyways, I still felt like a human blobfish. I needed a self-esteem booster, baby. So I did 3 sit-ups and waited for the abs to come, and I waited like 10 minutes. And they still weren't there, but I forced myself to take some shirtless pictures. And then I was gonna post them on Instagram, but then I got scared and deleted them because I have a huge fear of my nipples being on the internet. But then I said YOLO and posted them. So if you want to see them, my Instagram is Ben of the Week. Last night I went to Chuck E. Cheese to lie and say it's my birthday to get free pizza. And it worked, baby. But the place was terrifying and the food was even scarier. And after a few bites, I started feeling sick like I had worms in my stomach. So I got up and I stumbled out of the restaurant and I went home. Then the next day, I scheduled an emergency Zoom doctor's visit and he told me that I'm lactose intolerant. And I was like, what the hell? I don't lactose. I got all 10, baby. But then he told me to put my feet away. And I was like, you're right. You should be paying me for this, not the other way around, buddy. And then he started telling me you can't eat pizza anymore. But his video started to cut out, but it's okay because I know what lactose intolerance is. I can't have bread anymore. So I got rid of all my bread and dumped all of that fart food right in the trash. And then I grabbed some milk and chugged nothing but pure milk for a few days. And you know what? It was really good for a bit until I started feeling a storm brewing 10 times stronger than what Chuck E. Cheese did to me. So I immediately ran to the bathroom and... So apparently lactose intolerance is the milk one, but at least I don't lactose, baby.